welcome back to the neighborhood, guys. Today, me and Jim have decided that we were going to play a game until the game and Steam decided to be kind of a jerk to both of us. So
Then
we're actually going to
besides, we
implement
like I said, we
a
didn't want this to be an all video game channel anyway. Since the first two episodes really are gaming, this is a good idea to actually change it off real quick for the third week. So
yeah.
continue.
What we're actually going to do is we're actually going to implement one of the segments from over on Tabulous Gaming to our channel, and instead of it being called Seriously Though, it's going to be called Pick a Segment.
And it's just me and Corey. So that way it's just us talking.
And
There's still be it's still what it is it's still gonna be like seriously though, where we're gonna pick a topic, but it's gonna be a topic that actually we think is important to us, and or what's going out there today or anything like that, or we think at least you guys might like. So on pick a segment today, which is by we're just gonna go with it. We're not gonna have a time cap on these or anything like that. But because honestly, with me and you, there's gonna be a lot of content anyway. And the good news is, without Jacob or anybody else, we can actually stay away from the anime, the things you don't know about, and stick with what you do. And I mean by that, guys, is the conversation we're gonna have today is how do the movie parts, or how does a TV show, is it better than what they make a movie into? Like for instance, ScoobyDoo, one of my most beloved cartoons, had two live action movies, and they both flopped. Okay, there's stuff like that. We want to take it from. It's gonna be from any show to any game, because there actually has been one or two movies made based off games that I actually enjoyed. But I'm gonna let Corey choose the first one he wants to bring up.
well, and you know what? That's actually a good topic to start with. Talking about Scooby-Doo,
Yeah,
versus the cartoon, the original cartoon that started back in the 60s or 70s,
a little bit longer than that.
and
Just before we get further, have you seen the new Scooby-Doo movie called Scoob?
no, I have not.
It's actually pretty cool. It's interesting, but they have changed things around a little bit in it to make it more, I guess, enjoyable. You know, is one way to say it. It's basically give you a heads up. The Scoob is not about Scooby and the gang. Believe it or not, it is actually a movie dedicated to Shaggy and Scooby. I mean, there's been other ones in the past, where Scooby has is with Shaggy, and Shaggy has a girlfriend, and they got scrappy or some other bullshit, and he turns to a werewolf or whatever. No, this one is actually a full-blown movie where they solve mysteries and everything, and stuff's happening, but it revolves around Shaggy and Scooby, and the plot is actually pretty interesting because the evil person they include into it is Dick Dastardly. Yeah,
Nice,
yeah. You remember that racing show they did? He's actually in this.
nice.
Yep. So you continue on. I just wanted to make sure, as you're talking about Scooby Doo, I wanted to point out Scoob is worth it. It is. I think it's available on Hulu and where did I watch it? Voodoo. I get it on Voodoo. I ended up got a digital code for free, so I tried it out, and it's a pretty good movie. So
Heck yeah. Yeah. Now, like, I enjoyed all the original Scooby-Doo's up until like the 2000s. Like, as soon as like that hit, like I was completely done with them. Just because like they changed everything, and actors, either growing old and not being able to, perform voiceovers anymore,
or
or such like that.
or they're trying to keep up with
And
the
but
current population of of people who's like, oh, our interest has changed. Yeah.
right, exactly. My 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 take on, per se, like the cartoons to the live action movies that came out, Scooby Doo 1 and Scooby Doo 2.
Yeah, and
I enjoyed I enjoyed the first one. Don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the first one. The second one I couldn't get into. Like it was just something,
yeah,
I don't know, just something that just didn't catch my
um,
attention.
well, what the first one? There's a couple of things in the movie that actually really drove me nuts and pissed me off. The first thing is how the movie opened up. The gang was even together. It was like for some reason, while solving mysteries, they had a falling out. And the movie never
Right.
told you why they had a falling out. It's just they had a falling out. And it's literally somehow Scooby Doo and Shaggy get an invitation. I can't remember what happened to this weird island vacation thing, and it turns out Fred, Daphne, and Velma were included too, and they all met there. They all hated each other. Some weird thing, and everybody's going like, "What the fuck happened? Can we get a little bit back, story, please, so we know what the hell's going on? Because you just threw us
Right.
into the fucking boiling pot without anything, the means of defense or any know-how.
Right. Exactly. That was one thing that also caught my attention with that one was that, it all shows them all being all separated and everything, but when you look at the TV shows or even some of the actual animated series movies that came out, they're still all together.
Yep. And well, that's the thing is too is I found out, believe it or not, every single iteration of Scooby Doo, from the old cartoons to the new ones, to the movies, to the live actions, all that stuff, are all canon.
Hmm.
Um, there's actually it's done by via two ways. One is it's a multiverse. Believe it or not, there's a multiverse. That explains why there's different looking things going on. But there's also sequels pertaining into the multiverses per Earth you're on. It is weird and convoluted if you try to figure this shit out. The only reason why I bring it up is I'm going to do a little shameless plug here for another YouTuber. But if you're interested in about that, we're not going to stay on that piece too long because that's here or there. Go check out Film Theory and look on the episode about all the Scooby Doos, and Matt Pat over there will explain it perfect for you guys. Go check them out. I'll maybe put a link in the description. I like them, but I don't want to give them too much publicity. I don't want to promote them too much. It's us we should be promoting. But so yeah, is there anything? Well, let me tell you the second thing that really pissed me off about that movie, and then we'll see what else you got to piss you off about that movie too. Oh, or made it good for you. What pissed me off, secondly, is at the very end. By the way, spoilers alert, guys. If the movies we're talking about, if you haven't seen any of them, no matter how old they are, spoiler alert. You've been warned. But at the end, turns out, yes, it's another bad guy in a mask. It's another, it's not a real ghost, not real zombies or anything that happened on the island. It's all done by projectors and everything. And when they pull the mask off, who they reveal? No other than Scrappy-Doo. And
Yep.
and it turns out in this movie, he wasn't actually a pup. He was just an old man with a what's it called? What's that disease you have when you look like you're a baby still or you're still young? Gary Coleman had it. What is it called? Um, um, can't remember, guys. I apologize. But basically, they're like, oh yeah, he's basically just a puppy, old man. He's not even a puppy. You know how many times he tried to bang me and hump my leg? Like they made it to a comedy skit for the last like 5 minutes and just pass it off like nothing happened. Oh. So, is there anything else about that movie that you either liked or hated?
The only other thing that really irked me is that normally in either the TV shows or the animated series, at least two, like Scooby and Shaggy, will be out on their own, and then most of the time the other three, Fred, Velma, and Daphne, are out doing
Yeah.
their own thing. That movie, like everybody split up.
Oh well, yeah, because they're still putting on that. Oh, I don't care about you bullshit that apparently happened in the past. We don't know what happened yet again. Still, they never explained in the movie why either. But the only thing that saved that movie at all for me, and now what I'm about to say is probably considered controversial, is the guy who plays Shaggy actually did a pretty good job at mimicking the voice and the actions of the cartoon version of Shaggy. Even the hunched over shoulders and the slacker walk, he actually had it down packed. The only time he really let it go is when it came to the whole I love food aspect and the, oh, I'm scared, let's run away, Scoob. Because other than that, he really can't act for shit. I
Right.
apologize to the actor, but at that time, dude, you did a decent job as Scooby, and I liked it. But there were some things to the mannerisms of of your character that I'm like, that's what you went with, really? you know.
Right.
Now, one movie that really pissed me off that I actually, and I was excited when it came out, and I wanted to see it. Back in 2009, they decided to make Speed Racer live action with John Goodman as Speed's dad, and some other famous stars too, like the actor who played Racer X, Speed's brother. Spoiler alert! Actually, was one of the main characters in the show Lost. And I thought, oh, he's a pretty good actor. They try to jam pack like literally 4 seasons of Speed Racer into 1 hour and a half movie. Like literally trying to explain what happened to Rex, all this other crap, who Rex is, and all this stuff into a weird, stupid beginning montage. You going, oh, Rex is dead. Here we go. Oh, here's Rex, by the way. Pissed me off. Have you
Yeah,
seen it?
that was one movie that I only got to see. I think I got to see like the last like half hour of it. I didn't actually get to see the whole movie, but yeah, like I'm not sure that I really actually liked the live action Speed Racer versus the actual cartoon.
Well, and see, that's the thing is, the cartoon, people are like, oh, I prefer the movie over the cartoon, because the cartoon, far as I know, never really did a good job with English dubbed. You always get needed subtitles to get the actual voice that matched the way they speak. But
Hmm.
the one thing that did save the movie for me was actually the races, because they actually did a pretty good job actually showing off how the races that Speed was in, all the races and all the racers actually were like all twisted and windy tracks. If with the Mach, and then the only thing was they never showed the Mach 5, except for when
Right.
Rex drove in the beginning. They actually were he was driving the Mach 6, which was a newer version that I don't know why he had it instead of the Mach 5 like you're used to, but the way they made the racetracks and filmed them racing and everything, and all the special gizmos that the Mach 6 had, actually were pretty well done. I mean, especially if you're trying to go from an anime that actually literally has no bounds or even physics usually, in them, actually translated pretty decently to the live action.
Right.
Now, do you have a movie that's based off a show or a game that you actually do like that it did pretty good, you think? And
Well,
hold on, while you're talking about that, I'm going to just let them know. I'll be right back. I'm giving you another beer.
give me one.
Okay.
Yeah, there actually is another movie that was actually based off of a TV show that I really actually did, that I actually did quite enjoy. And of course, it came out when I was a kid. It came out in '95, I believe, '95 or '96. So I might have been 6 or 7 years old when it came out. But that would have been, um, and of course, the TV show was also live action, so nothing against that. But the actual Power Rangers movie that actually came
Ah,
out
so you're talking about Power
versus the
Rangers.
TV show.
Which
Yes,
which one?
and
You
the
need to be
good,
specific because remember now,
the
the
original, the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
well, the first one when they actually attempted CG, which I actually enjoyed.
Right.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. They did a pretty good job with that one. Uh, but the one thing I actually enjoyed about those movies, and me you kind of had an argument on this on seriously though, is they used the movies, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the first one, and then the sequel they did, Turbo, Power Rangers Turbo. Both of those movies actually were done as a transfer between seasons. Instead of doing it on the
Hmm.
show, they did it in the movies, and then the first season actually kind of recapped on that movie and continue it. And they did the same thing with Turbo. After they lost their Zeo powers and all this stuff, they had to go find new Ranger powers and ended up with the Turbo,
Right.
which the Turbo was one of my favorite seasons. If well, Corey, what part of me is visible on yours now? Because I guess in
I can
Cersei,
see all of, I can see all of you.
okay, we had an issue on Cersei though when we get more than two people on FaceTime. My face gets cut in half, and I had to scoot over or something. I filmed the last 5 episodes of Cersei though, not knowing this, and expected them to see my background and everything just fine, which they didn't. But in my background here, I actually this is my collection table really, my background. I actually had the Power Rangers Turbo Megazord in front, and then behind it, I actually have the Turbo Hauler, along with Power Rangers Super Zeo, and then of course there's a lot of fucking Beetleborgs up there, and then of course I got 3 Megazords from the Power Rangers Ninja Steel. And that's not because I liked them, it's because my boys got them and they want their Power Rangers displayed with all the rest of the stuff. So, of course, I put them up there for them. Because in my book, Ninja Steel was like one of the worst ones. Ugh.
Yeah. Ain't that the
And
truth?
it's not because it's bad acting and bad monsters or anything. Mainly because of what the hell is going on with that stupid Megazord. Just about every Zord they had actually corresponded to the uh, was it profile of the show really or the season. Like Power Rangers Turbo, of course, it's cars. You know, Zeo, I don't really know how the shapes correlate to Zeo really, but Power Rangers Ninja Steel makes no sense. You have one ninja dude in the middle. You have a dragon with wings. You have a horseless buggy that doesn't even have a motor or anything. You have a freaking train and a puppy dog. That's your Zords, and I'm like, what the hell? And even the new Zord after that for the Super Mega Ninja
It
Storm,
was
or
it
whatever.
was Power Rangers Megaforce.
No, this is the latest one before they actually started the new season that's out right now, Beast Morphers. It was like Power Rangers Ninja Steel, and
Hang
then there's
on, I'll pull it up. Hang on.
Super Mega Force was like way back in like 2012 or something like that.
Okay, so it pulls up here. Oh wow, they've got everything all messed up here. Okay, okay, so it went Mighty Morphin,
Oh yeah, we know that.
and then actually after Mighty Morphin, which is what I was actually telling you about this on Seriously though on Tabulous Gaming, where when Billy goes up to help the Alien Rangers. So actually, in order, it goes Mighty Morphin, then it goes the Alien Rangers,
Yeah, because
and then it goes.
Mighty Morphin actually didn't have different titles. The Mighty Morphin actually went through multiple iterations in their season. So you had Mighty Morphin, they had Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I think it was Ninja
You
or no
got
Thunder.
you
Thunder.
got you got you've got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers.
Yeah, which it's classified as its own season, even though it was actually part of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers show when they had the Shogun Zord. But because they had so many episodes of it, they actually made its own season.
And then it goes to Power Rangers Zeo,
Yep. Then
then
Super Zero.
Turbo.
Well, it's Zero, Super Zero, Turbo. Then I think it's Space,
Yes, then it goes to Space, and then
Lost Galaxy.
Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue.
Yep, which is actually a pretty cool one because it actually involves vehicles as well, and it's actually pretty well done because it's one of the few Power Rangers where humans actually created the Power Rangers. It wasn't a mystical force or anything tapping into the morphing grid, and it was done interesting because it was a billionaire who accidentally stole the wrong thing and wakened up some bad guys. So he actually had to come up with a way to save the planet because of his mistake. And then after what's
And then
after?
and then it goes to Time Force.
Oh yeah, that was interesting. Right, weird, but once again, it's one of those episodes where the Zord didn't really correspond. And I think after that is what SPD.
Then it goes to Wild Force.
Oh yeah, I forgot about White Force.
And see, Wild Force to me, like they
That's
were
oh,
out in.
that's the one we had the stupid sunglasses as the morphers. That one I didn't care for.
Right.
Or is that
And
Jungle
then,
Fury?
right, and then after Wild Force, it went to Ninja Storm.
Yeah, Ninja. Okay, so it's whatever the one that this is, where it's like right. It's actually the season before they did Beast Morphers, which is the current Power Ranger.
Right, and then it goes to after Ninja Storm, it goes Dino Thunder,
Which is a pretty cool one. I like that one.
and then it goes to SPD.
Mhm.
SPD was okay. I got
Uh,
to see a couple. I got to see a couple episodes of that one.
and that's another episode where the humans actually created the Power Rangers, as like a
Mhm.
police department. Only thing I thought was weird about that is on the Zords, all the guys got these big ass Zords. The girls had the short little cars that it made the arms. I'm like, wow,
Mhm.
they're really not sexist, are they?
And then it went to Mystic Force, which
Mystic
I don't
Force,
know.
I actually enjoyed because of the Megazord. It was on the few Megazords that actually had multiple versions of it. Like it can actually the four Zords can transform into a dragon, and the Red Zord rode on it before it transformed into the actual Megazord. And I actually want to get that one next if I can. So what's
Yeah, and
next?
the Mystic Force Megazord had them big old like massive gold and silver and black wings.
Yeah, and the only thing I thought was really stupid is that Power Rangers themselves became the Megazords. And the fact that my wife Nissa actually pointed out a good point on that. That was one of the few seasons where the morphing time took forever. They're
Yeah,
like
and
they're like
then
cheesy force.
And then after Mystic Force, it goes Operation Overdrive. I did not like Overdrive at all.
Operation Overdrive. Actually, no, wait. I apologize. I had it backwards. Lightspeed Rescue was one where they actually had an underground base and they chose people from different like fire departments and shit to right. Operation Overdrive is the one where it had the billionaire who accidentally released bad guys and had to create his own Power Rangers to stop them. I apologize about that.
And then it went from that to Jungle Fury.
Which that one was okay, and that's when I think might actually had the sunglass morpher ones actually.
And then it went to RPM.
Pretty good one. It once again it's based in a near future where it's like Mad Max kind of deal.
And then in between Power Rangers after RPM and before Samurai, they actually had a reversion of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'm actually going to look this up real quick.
Ow. Ow. Splinter. Ow. I don't remember that. I don't remember that actually. I mean, I remember after what was that? Oh, Samurai. The which is
Okay, I see what they did. All they did was they played all the originals.
I guess because they couldn't figure out what the next season should be probably. But
Yeah.
so what's
And they,
after that then?
looks like all they did. Looks like all they did was literally remastered them and made them clearer.
Oh, that's probably because back then, yeah, the film was pretty god awful. So after what was it, Operation Overdrive or whatever you said it was? Which one are you on now?
Then it goes after that. Then it goes to Samurai.
Which that one irritated me how they chose that shit because their morphers were cell phones and they actually had to slice out their symbol that meant their name. I'm like, talk about a long transfer time. If like it's morphing time, you're like symbols, dun, 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 dun. If I was the bad guy, I'd be like, bam, nope, you're dead.
Right. Right.
Instead of waiting for that.
And then they had Super Samurai, which was practically the same
Same thing, just got a different Zord. They did the same thing for Megaforce.
And then it went from Megaforce to Super Megaforce. Those were the two after that.
I actually enjoyed Megaforce and Super Megaforce because that one actually was they're a new breed of Power Rangers, but they were able to use all the power from every single Power Ranger before them, including Lost Galaxy Turbo. So when they fought, sometimes you'll have like a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Red, you'll have a Turbo Blue, you'll have a Megaforce, you'll have a Samurai. I like how they did because they were able to change it up.
And also, my thing with Megaforce was that they actually did include a sixth Ranger.
Oh yeah, and he actually was it Super Silver Mode where he had all the faces of all the 6 Rangers,
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, kind of hokey, but okay, I can understand this because you're using the power from all the Rangers before you. He is the 6th Ranger. Okay,
And then it went after Super Megaforce and went to Dino Charge. Dino Charge and then Dino Supercharge, which dinosaurs. I mean, they did use dinosaurs as their Zord.
They used dinosaurs quite a bit. The original was dinosaurs, and Moldy Mammoth and all that stuff. Then you had Dino Thunder, which had only 3 Zords that turned into a Megazord, along with a 4th or 5th or whatever. I can't remember how many Rangers they had in that one. And then the same thing with Super Dino, whatever, Dino Charge. It originally had 3 Zords, then it went to like 4 or 5 and all that, and then Supercharge, they had like freaking like 20 Zords to use all at once. It's weird.
And then the one that pissed me off the most was Ninja Steel.
That's the one I'm talking about, Ninja Steel. Okay, that's the one that this stupid Zord I don't make no sense of. It was dumb. And the 6th Ranger in that had a flippin' cowboy hat in his armor. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, talking about putting things on top of things that shouldn't be there. You know what I mean?
And then it went from those to Beast Morphers.
Now, Beast Morpher pisses me off, and it's not because what they did in the show. It's what they did in public. Beast Morphers is the only episode or series that the Megazord they have in the stores does not change. It's a piece of garbo. Like, you got the 3 Zords, right? You get the blue one, the yellow one, and the red one, okay? They're like all vehicles again. One's a car, one's a freaking truck, and one's a helicopter, right? Oh, yeah, the Red Ranger is like a race car. The blue one's like a semi-truck with a trailer, and of course, the yellow's helicopter. Now, check this out. We had the Zord down here. It's down here underneath because it's considered the Zord of shame. Let me show you, because it does not come apart. It does not transform. It does stand 2 feet tall.
What the hell kind of Zord is that? What is that?
That's the Zord.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, it does not transform. It literally just does this and turn.
What in total fuck?
It is garbo, dude. It is pure trash. I would have been fine with the show going on because they actually do have a decent morpher. I got one for Kellen. It's on sale. It's pretty cool because it does identify the power keys that we push it in and do it. It actually plays the transformation theme for each ranger.
Wait. So what I'm getting at here is that 99% of the Beast Morpher Zord
His legs.
is already made with the red one.
No, it's the blue one.
Well, they just showed the red one coming up, and he's the main big guy.
Well, I guess so. Yeah, okay, you're right. Because he does have his back, head, and legs. And then the blue part, the blue Zord actually makes the calves and feet, and of course yellow by herself only makes the arms.
Yeah, I'm actually right now. I'm actually watching on YouTube. I'll have to send you the link for it. But what in the teeth? Like I'm watching the morph right now for the Zord. Hang on a minute. What is this?
Yeah. Oh, wait till you see how they morph. Because what it is it turns out their DNA has been infused with animals, and gets this, that DNA comes with side effects. Like for one, the Red Ranger is a cat, okay? So anytime he sees a dog or a picture of a dog, he freezes up.
Wow. I'm gonna check their morphing real quick.
Oh yeah, the morphing's okay. The Yellow Ranger is because her vehicle and powers comes from a rabbit. She has to eat carrots for a lot in order to keep moving. Otherwise, she gets hungry, slow, and eh. And the blue one, which is based off a gorilla, overheats, and he has to watch his temperature. It's just weird. And it's once again the Megazords or the Power Rangers power. Humans tapped into the morphing grid and created themselves. So of course, it's like a command center with, bosses and committees.
Wait a minute here. So they're making this almost like.
Now here's the thing about this is.
They're making this almost. What is it like? The morphers from. What was it, Dino Thunder, or one of them, or
Dino Thunder had the dinosaur heads that you had to push open and open the mouth. And
like the way they morph, they have the wrist thing here, like they have the wrist thing here, and then they have the key that goes into it.
Yep, that's Turbo did that. It's Turbo time, tink tink, and they morphed. But the one thing about the toy is, every time you buy one of the action figures, it comes with that character's morpher key, and then once you put it in, it recognizes it, and actually, when you morph, it actually, if I can actually find that stupid thing, plays the theme song of that color character you have, red, blue, yellow, whatever. Even though there is a gold and silver rangers in the Beast Morphers, one's a robot and one's a scientist, who put it on because he had to save the day. It actually push a button and it says, say it's morphin' time. When you do it, it plays the music and everything. Pops up the visor goggles, it goes over their eyes and they mutate. You can actually pull them off and pretend you're wearing it. And
how does a robot turn into a ranger?
Well, it's weird because it has to be infused with DNA from a certain animal. The scientist got his DNA infused with a praying mantis. Well, the robot actually was originally designed to be a carrier for the bad guy in the season, which was a virus. But to stop him, the scientist guy, who is the Gold Ranger, actually infuses his DNA into the robot's DNA. Don't know how that makes sense. Infuse that robot's DNA with like a beetle DNA. So he's kind of technically human then.
Oh yeah, because we got a beetle. Looks like we got like a a rabbit or like an evil rabbit or something. We got like
It's a rabbit, gorilla, cat, and praying mantis and a beetle are all the DNA they're infused with. Yeah,
they go from three rangers to five.
yep. Then so far as I know, right now as it says, there's no sixth ranger. Although I don't know if one there be one, but they do have um, what is it called? Each of the other rangers have their own Zords, which combines with them and does yada yada yada. Now, for everybody who don't know about this, our Power Rangers is actually based off of Japan's what is it called? Super Sentai. Okay. Now they've been filming, airing theirs since like the early '70s. Okay. I even think '60s actually. And what it is by their ninth season, which was our Mighty Morphin Power Rangers based off of, they just literally ripped their video and made it ours. And then same thing, our was it Turbo or whatever it was which is our like fourth, fifth season, is their like 15th season. Same thing with Beast Morphers. That's our current season. They had that 4 seasons ago. And they even did recently the Super Sentai and Beast Morphers crossover, where the Japanese version actually meets the American version.
Yep, and then after Beast Morphers actually comes Dino Fury.
No. Really? Is that supposed to be the new one? Yeah. I have to look that up. Speaking of Dino Fury, have you seen the actual Power Rangers movie they just made back in 2017?
Yeah, I saw that and I was very, very, very disappointed.
Yeah, what it is, it's following the tropes of the movies where it has to introduce the characters, give you time to fall in love with them and watch how they develop and grow and everything, how they become Power Rangers. If you guys haven't seen it yet, do not expect it to be like the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, because this one here is based off that. But they changed the outfits, the suits. They changed how Zordon looks, which I actually enjoyed that because it looked really cool. They definitely changed Alpha, and he was like trying to be a pimp gangster or whatever, and sucked. And the Megazord itself, they changed. It no longer looks how it looks. This one here, the Saber-Tooth Tiger, Woolly Mammoth, and Triceratops had 6 legs. The T-Rex and the Pterodactyl did not look like what they're supposed to be. I mean, the T-Rex maybe. And when it transformed, it was just another piece of crap. But I think they did an okay job at Rita, because Rita Repulsa, because if you're trying to do it for today times, honestly, I think that's how she might actually look, compared to the cone-shaped bra-wearing weirdo that lived on the moon, from the show. But they didn't have a Green Ranger. They didn't have anything. The Billy, I actually enjoyed the character Billy because I love how they did him. Billy is actually an African American kid, but he's also autistic. So his autism actually gives him that really super smart, persona, and he's really brilliant. But I love how they did him because he actually fits Billy from the show, if not better, I think. He did Billy justice, the character Billy justice.
Now, if you ask me, I think they should have brought back all the original actors for the movie.
They actually were thinking about it, but they actually the gameplay Billy turned it down. What was his name? I can't remember the actor's name. The one who plays Jason.
Jason David Frank, who played Tommy.
Yep, he's actually in the movie now. Even though it's like the last 2 minutes.
Walter Jones, he played Zach.
Okay, yeah, no, they didn't get Zach. I didn't know if he said anything, but the what's the name who played Billy said no to it.
David Yost.
Yeah, and the thing is that was actually originally brought up by the producers, but the director also disagreed with it too as well, because he's like, these are teenagers, they are not. We need teenagers.
And then Austin St. John, who played Jason.
Yeah, Austin, that's it. He actually said no too, because they were actually trying to bring him back. Not as the main roles, but as cameos that actually served a big part in it, But the only 2 that they got was Jason David Frank and whatever that hell her name who played Kimberly. They were
Amy Jo Johnson.
Thank you. They were both in it, but they were only both in like the last 5 minutes, and they only showed him for like 25 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever. You know, like after the Megazord beat Goldar, which by the way, in that movie, Goldar was Rita Repulsa's gigantic molten metal golem. He didn't have the face of the puppy dog creature that we were used to from the TV show. He was a faceless, gigantic, golden creature. That's why they needed the Megazord. Which,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's ugly.
matter of fact, I'm gonna bring up how it looks.
I got it.
Well,
I got him.
hey dude, I'm gonna screen share because it'll look a lot better than trying to show it the camera of your phone. Trust me on that. Yeah, see that looks gaudy, but that is actually gives you an idea. Wait a minute. No, yeah, he didn't have a face. That's what I thought.
Yep, that would be Goldar from the 2017 movie.
Yeah, it. I'm sorry. It to me that was just pure garbo. I mean, they could have probably made it better. Like, where are the outfits? Here we go. These are the costumes that they decided to freaking use. Why can't I get this picture bigger? What is wrong? What's wrong with you guys? Why can't I make the picture bigger? Make the bigger picture.
Go ahead and continue.
But
I gotta go do something. I'll be right back.
yeah, go ahead. I'm just gonna show this real quick for everybody. This is their outfit that they wore. Now, my biggest problem I have with these suits is not because when they changed it, they changed them different compared to the originals. I don't like them is because how they emphasize the human body. Like literally, they actually gave cleavage to the female characters' suits, and gave them hard plastic ass with a crack down the middle on the females. I thought that was just pathetic. In my book, it didn't look good. You ask me. Now, so I can find the Megazord now. The one thing I will admit though, with the toys of this Megazord, they actually did what they all did, and they actually made them where you can actually they transform and come together to make the Megazord. The drawback I hated is they sold every Zord individually. You had to go pay $35 for the Red Ranger Zord. You had to pay 15 for the Pink Rangers, 20 for Black and Blue, and I'm like, this is just what the fuck, you know? Let me see if I can find it. Here, no, I'm not trying to bite at people. Here he is. Well, that's a small picture.
Okay, we're all good.
You feel better? Did you go pee?
I saw somebody walk by my window and looked like they was looking in, so I went and investigated.
This is how the Megazord looked. And literally each ranger, they did not sit in the cockpit together. They had their own little cockpit. Like here's the Pink Rangers, or here's like the yellow, here's the red, black, and blue. It was just, to me, it was just stupid. And I was telling them too is one thing I did not like about the movie is they did make the Megazord toy where you can transform and make it into the big one, But how they did it is they didn't sell it all in one package like they normally do. You had to buy every single one of them individually. It was like 35.
Right.
Yeah, it was like $35 for the T-Rex. It was like 20 for the Mammoth and Triceratops. It's like 25 for the Sabretooth, 20 for the Pink Ranger's Pterodactyl, and it was just I'm like, really? I'm gonna be paying over $100 for this crap. It better be worth it. Oh wait, it wasn't.
Right.
Now, guys, I hope you enjoyed our conversation. We are actually looking at about 40 minutes into this already. We might have to call that here. And we appreciate you guys actually giving us time to blab your ear off. You know what I mean? So,
Yep, absolutely.
You want to take any closing remarks on this, buddy?
Well, I just actually, when coming back and actually looking at some of the pictures and stuff here, they don't know if it's in the works or not yet, but there may be a anywhere between this year and 3 years from now, they may be making another Power Rangers movie.
Well, the one thing that actually had a saving quality, and I don't know how it's going to be, is if you actually waited to the end of the credits, they had a post-credit scene where the teacher is back in detention saying, doing roll call, and says, Tommy Oliver, Tommy, Tommy Oliver, and as it pans over to where he would be sitting with a backpack and his coat on the chair, and that's it. So they
Well,
tell you in the next movie it's gonna have the Green Ranger.
check
If
this out.
whoa, so they're actually no, that's not right because that's okay. I understand those toys up top, but that's not gonna be how the Green Ranger looks, really. Is that supposed to be Goldar?
Yep.
Goldar has already been done and planted. Wait, whoa, Goldar. You got Lord Zed. Oh, jeez. He looks almost like the TV show, but worse. Okay, where'd you find that at? 'Cause I want to look that up myself.
Just look up Goldar. Just look up Goldar in Google, and then go to the images.
Okay, so let's see something here. Oh my gosh, I'm hitting random ones on my computer again. Really? See Power Rangers movie.
No, just look up Goldar. Just Goldar.
Really? Is it? Oh, okay. Is that how you spelled it? I didn't even know how they spelled Goldar. Oh, there it is. What I'll do is I'll click on that and show them Power Rangers, Goldar, and Lord Zed. Guys, a Reddit post. Yeah, Power Rangers, Goldar, and Lord Zed. Interpretation? What?
Interpretation by Blake
Interpretation? Yeah,
Henriksen.
I'm guessing this is how he thinks they're gonna look. But
It could be.
why am I? Why can't I do anything with this page now? Wait a minute. It opened up a Reddit page and I can't do anything about it. Here we go. Alright, guys, look. This is a picture he's looking at. It literally, I guess this is how this guy thinks they're gonna look because that's the Sixth Ranger. Yeah, these suits are all totally different than when they had in the movie. At least these does not emphasize the female physiques as much as the other ones did. But there's Zed, and then of course there's Goldar. That actually he would look pretty cool, I think, actually, if they did it that way. You know. Now, before we let them go, I am curious. The Power Rangers was it Dino Fury?
The very last one, yes.
Because never heard of that one.
Let's see. 28th season.
Yep, season 20 will be titled Power Rangers. Wow, those are some funky looking outfits.
And it looks like it will be released next year. Original airing year 2021.
Okay, yes, it's right here. Will premiere. Yeah, right. Dino Fury. All right, guys, I'm going to show you this here. Yeah, this is what we're looking at. That is Dino Fury. I mean, they're not bad looking, but they could do better, I think, maybe. So, whoa. Dude, do you know something I just noticed?
What?
Repeat off tell me the colors you see.
I see red, blue, pink, green, and black.
Yeah, what color's missing?
We are missing a Yellow Ranger.
Yeah, so what does it say? We got 4 guys and only 1 girl this time?
Or it could be a couple of girls and 3 guys. I mean,
I guess. I mean, oh, you're right. Because in Mystic Force, they did have the Blue Ranger as a girl and the Yellow Ranger as a guy. That is weird. Are we expecting it? See, now, that one might be worth...
You think it'll be worth watching?
If it's better than that stupid ass, was it Ninja Steel, whatever one was, I'll be happy with it. Because I'm sorry. Should I show you the Zord that they made for this thing? I mean,
I already know what the Zord is.
Now, it's weird. On the second season, when they did a new iteration of it again, it's like Super, Storm, whatever it is, Super Steel. The new Megazord was called the Blaze Megazord. The damn thing makes no sense, too, because the chest piece is a turtle tank. The literally the legs. One is a panda. One is a flying wolf. The freaking arms is a shark that does not do anything except for snap on, and that's it. And the other one, believe it or not, is one of their stupid motorcycles that they ride that grows big and snatches on as the other arm. It literally made no sense to me. But they did make another Zord for the 6th Ranger called the Bull Rider Zord, and it goes from an ATV mode to a Zord mode, which that one was okay, I think, honestly, because it was one of the ones that actually had a decent transformation to it that you actually recognized, you know? So now that we
There we
brought
go. I'm actually watching the Zords right now. So we've got some sort of flying. We got a bike, some sort of flying thing, a panda,
yeah.
a
Oh,
turtle
so you're looking at the
and then
blades.
like some sort of like starfish and some sort of lion of some sort. Looks like.
Yeah, the panda and I think it's a tiger. No, it's not a lion. I think it's a wolf. Or is it a lion? Literally, those two are the feet, which all they do is like literally the heads move up, and there you go.
So
That's
It's
it.
the it's the yeah it's the feet and then the big tank piece goes in the middle.
Yep.
And the bird comes up and finishes off the helmet for the
Oh
head.
yeah, I forgot I had the phoenix. The phoenix actually is the only thing on there that I actually think looks pretty decent on that Zord. You know, I mean, like I said, of all the Zords that made no sense, these are the highest ones. The only one that's right behind it is that stupid Ninja Storm one, where they did the shapes because their morphers, or not the morphs, but their symbols, turned into the Zord. So the Zord's all symbols, and it looked really weird.
And see, and to me, like with this whole like Sixth Ranger, and then freaking changing the colors of all the Power Rangers, to me, I think they should keep them the same.
You know, I mean, it would work, or at least put more thought design into how they work. Like, I mean, at least with Dino Charge and Dino Thunder, them originally only have like 3 freaking, pieces that transformed. At least they kept the kind of the iteration where, like, okay, we only have 3. One becomes the body and head. The others becomes the arms, at least, you know? And each one, like say the tail of one made the hand that clapped. It's weird, but at least you understood what the fuck it was.
Right. Let's see. Da, 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 da.
Well, I mean, that'll make Kellen happy knowing there's a new freaking season of Power Rangers, and I'm hoping the Zord they have in that, if they make the toy for it, it transforms. It's the only thing I ask. Make the damn transform the thing transform. Don't give me this bull crap. Okay. It's just weird. Oh, what's this? Oh, dude, there's the Zord. That is a funky looking Zord. Oh my god. Oh, the one's a T-Rex. Huh. Look at Dino Fury Zord, dude. It it nuh-uh. Uh-uh. Okay. No. Oh, somebody made that. Never mind. It looked like the morphers looked like the original morphers, but never mind. Somebody photoshopped that BS. But the Zord, I don't know. I got reservations about the Zord. It looks weird, man. Let's see if I can find it again and show you. How am I missing the Zord? It's not here anymore. Uh-oh. Let me see something here. No. Guys, give me a picture of the stupid Megazord in
Wait,
there.
he played in a. No way.
What?
What freaking TV show was that?
Huh? You lost me.
I'm watching some of his morphs, and he played in.
Okay, who's his
What?
morphs? What?
Tommy's.
Oh, Tony? You mean Tommy?
Tommy, yeah, Tommy. He played in another like newer episode of Power Rangers
Yeah, he played. Well, he.
where he came back. He came back as the Green Ranger and then morphed into the White Ranger.
Oh no. You're talking about I think that was a Megaforce Super episode.
No, this is not Megaforce.
Well, he was in Dino Thunder. You talking about Dino Thunder? Because he was actually the Black Ranger in that.
Right. No, it's not Dino Thunder. That's where they have the golden. It looks like he's the Gold Ranger who's gold and blue. You know what I'm talking about?
That's oh my god, yes, because I forgot they did a transfer. It's a crossover episode. That was part of the stupid ninja steal. They actually went to another dimension because he needed their help. And yes, he did transform from the to green to white to it's he did
Yeah,
like
he played. Looks like he. I don't know if he played in an episode of.
yeah,
If it's
it was three
in.
episodes. It was a crossover for 3 episodes. Man,
What
how
is
come
the name?
how come I
That is
found
what's that in?
well, this is gonna piss me off because I found the Megazord for the new Dino Fury once and now I can't find it again.
That's the goal. He played in an episode of Samurai. What is he playing in this? Because it looks like there's SPD. Looks like there's Samurai. Looks like
He wasn't in SPD, but SPD. Oh wait, he was because I forgot. SPD actually did a crossover with Dino Thunder. Like the SPD went back in time to fight a monster and fight and follow a monster or whatever, and make sure he doesn't get into trouble, kind of deal. So it looks like I don't know. I don't know what to think about this Megazord. If I can find, I'm finding pieces, but I can't find that picture I saw before. How the hell did I miss that? What? How?
yeah, it's where he played in Super Ninja Steel.
Yeah, it's a crossover. It did it for like 3 episodes, where he needed their help. I remember that stupid those because I watched them, thinking, why am I watching this Garbo again? Oh yeah, it's got Tommy in it. That's why.
And I like how in this episode where like you can tell he's the original like actor, and they tried to copy him with another one.
Oh yeah. Dude, I'm getting irritated. I actually found the Megazord for the new Dino Fury, and all of a sudden I lost it. Now I can't find it. What the heck? That's not right. I want to know the ding to make it fucking. Well, congratulations, Corey. We actually made this damn thing last almost an hour long, and I'm
Yeah, 'cause
gonna
this
do.
is this is where he fights. This is where he fights that robot Dino Thunder Black Ranger.
Yeah. Yep. I forgot they made. Yeah, because they created him in the lab. I forgot about that. It copied his power, and he actually had to do a standalone fight for it. Oh, here it is. I found it. All right, Corey. I'm gonna do a screen share with you again. You're gonna look at this stupid thing. You ready? Here
Yep.
we come. Are you seeing this thing?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's weird, man. It's got drills. It has the head of the T-Rex on the front. So apparently it's got. Well, here's the other thing of it. Look at this. This is actually Zords right there. At least 3 of them. The blue is the Triceratops. Red is a T-Rex. I have no clue what green is. Looks like a weird wolf phoenix thing. Okay. Alright, Corey. We need to end this now, dude, because we are almost to an hour. So, why is
This is where he also comes back and he helps defeat the Robo Rangers.
Oh, it's on SPD. They.
No, Ninja Steel.
Oh, Ninja Steel? Huh.
Yeah, Super Ninja Steel.
Oh, because when you said Robo Ranger or whatever, I actually thought of the Chaos Rangers from SPD, which I think, honestly, if I had to go and get me another Zord, I'm going to go with the Mystic.
Oh, this is where they come back with 2 of the other sets of Rangers to help out.
Oh, you want to talk about a decent episode to watch, dude? Look it up. It is called Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Battle of the Red, whatever. It's basically every single Red Ranger from start to, I want to say Jungle Fury, Dino Thunder, whatever it is called in to help by Tommy, I think. I can't remember who asked him, but it actually had Jason as a Red Ranger. It had yeah, it had, I think it was Tommy as the Zero Red Ranger, and then it had what's his name as the Red Turbo. Then it had all the other Reds like from Super Dino Charge, Dino Thunder, uh, Fury, all that stuff. And it's they all the Red Rangers band together to fight like this one major evil. And then have you seen the Power Rangers Megaforce Legendary Battle?
Yes, I
Where
watched it like a lot
yeah,
on Netflix.
where it actually had every single Power Ranger known to man at that from the beginning to Megaforce time come and help them fight. I'm like, oh, look at these
Yeah.
Rangers! Look at the Rangers! This is cool, you know. And it had like all the main characters, like one of the main characters from current season, including Tommy as the Green Ranger. I was like, okay,
Hmm.
this is cool. I'm watching again.
Yeah.
They when they make it special ones, I try to watch them. But when it they made a couple of them with a ninja steel, I just I couldn't bring myself to watch the stupid things because like one's a Christmas episode and one's a we can do it whatever saga. I don't know. I wasn't really too thrilled with it. I, so everybody, Corey's going to do the closeout here. It is his video this week, so he's going to do it all,
All right, guys.
including
Well,
the editing, because I'm going to throw that at him and say, "Swim, bitch." You know, I'm going to take him on the boat.
well,
I'm just going to go in the middle of the water with
guys,
a.
guys,
Oops.
guys and gals, appreciate you joining us. Sorry that this kind of ran over a little bit longer than we expected, but we do want to thank you for joining us. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like
We
button.
we ended up talking about something
Also,
that's passionate, apparently.
yeah, and if you may think of if you think of a topic or whatnot that you think that we should make a segment on, go ahead and leave it in the comments as well.
Yeah.
We'll definitely take a look at that. We'll let you know from there, and we might actually come up with something to pick on one of those, and or maybe even a few of them every week. Once a week, and we'll see about getting them all done. But from here on out, guys, I do want to thank you for joining us again, and welcome to the neighborhood.
He said it best. Welcome to the neighborhood, guys. By the way, get your damn dog off my yard. Pooping. He pooped there again last week.